And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, as an insider, individual reads are now back up and open. So message or email, link is on main, and yeah, we can set that up. Also, happy birthday! It's been a huge transition, and I know that you're probably looking forward to what's going on, particularly in your birthday season. So, what are we looking at in this round of reads? And also, as a forewarning, excuse the sounds of birds outside. They've been chirping and cawing a lot. I think that a storm might be coming on soon, so hopefully they don't get too loud throughout the read. Yeah. What we're looking at today is going to be your first and last for the month of February. First and last is a salad reading that I do with aces on top, tens at the bottom, each of their respective elemental counterparts. So water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, respectively. Each representing, hey, as we transition from one month to the next, one season to the next, also understanding what energies are going out and what is coming in. On the tops are the aces, the new ideas, new opportunities, new ventures, or potentially renewal, depending on the concept. And with their bottom 10 counterparts, culminations, conclusions, and endings. What have we learned throughout the experience? As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to purposefully misguide you or mislead you. That's really not why I do the work that I do. I just want to do something where we lay out all the cards on the table, good or bad, come rain or sunshine, and we talk about it. Because at the end of the day, it is a conversation. So follow along with me in your read today, Aquarius. Your first and last for the month of February. Happy birthday. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here with your Ace of Cups. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for the Aquarian Collective. The base holders, the stargazers. What is it? Oh, nice. But they hit the table, so I can't take. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Cups for Aquarius in this read today. Upon the Ace of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups. You find happiness located in the little things. Why so? Six of Cups. Okay, so a soul bond kind of energy. The value that we hold in a deep rooted relationship with another person. Queen of Cups. The question isn't if there's a person here. The question is this newness or renewal? Right? What has you emotionally so happy right now, Aquarius, is, and I'm still trying to decide whether this is, somebody you're reconnecting with or somebody you hope to reconnect with, but you've come to an emotional solace where I really just want to appreciate whatever dynamic I've had with this person. So why the Page of Cups is there when you also have the Queen? Those are two face cards. Understanding that, hey, yeah, you have emotional fulfillment, but why are we minimizing it down and only remembering, the little things, right? That is why I'm indicating this idea that, yeah, you've known this person for a while, but it's more stuck in the nostalgia of hindsight rather than what you're currently exhibiting with them, at least from what I can tell. So overall, I mean, thoughts and feelings about this person are good and putting a smile on your face. The question is why we feel this level of distance and dynamic as well. We'll see. Going on to the Ace of Pentacles. Show us cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Pentacles in this read for Aquarius. What of a new opportunity that now presents itself? What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read? Because again, nothing inherently wrong with that. It's good to have people that, really appreciate your existence and you have that relationship based in reciprocity. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. To the Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, the card of Virgo, the act of intentional healing. How so? Ten of Cups, harmony and resonance. Eight of Wands, direct communication. Okay, yeah. This is why I'm saying I was getting the vibe that you're reconnecting with somebody. An opportunity is presenting itself for you, if not right now, then very much soon, for you to make amends with somebody that you see as still valuable and holding weight in, if not your heart space, then your life in general, right? This is somebody that you want to reconnect with in some way, shape, or form, and just hash things out, talk things out with them. Because again, it's not doing you any good whatever distance you have with them, and that's why I was getting that vibe in the beginning. Such emotional fulfillment, and simultaneously that minimization of all these good feelings indicates that there's some kind of distance that's happening between you and them. But when we say the Hermit, that I trust my wisdom, I trust the powers within, that I can find the tools necessary to make this work out, it still ties back to this other person that you want direct communication with. You have the tools right now to do it, right? It's literally one message away, one phone call away, et cetera, et cetera. The question isn't if, the question is when. And it seems like, especially because it is your season, this time is actually very soon. So when you decide that, or whenever that dynamic sparks, it seems like the most optimal time for you to do it right now. Okay, so going to the Ace of Wands, what emboldens the spirit? Shows the cards we need to see, please, for the Aquarian collective. Upon this Ace of Wands, what do we see? What about fire that is energized? Four of Pentacles. Okay. So here, defining the investment is something that's worth holding on to, but we're also not moving towards it. Again, this is, the tail is wagging the dog at this point. What do we plan on doing with this? King of Pentacles, it is the right investment to have here, to make this choice, to actively pursue it, to put effort into it. Why so? Seven of Swords. There we go. Okay, that is more on brand of what I'm seeing across the board. Emotionally, you want to reconnect, you want to make amends, you want to have this person back in your life. Tangibly, while you've done all of the mental mapping and everything, if we had a chance to have this conversation, this is why I would say, and really playing all these scenarios in your head, Aquarius, Seven of Swords, the actions are not adding up, right? So while you have done all this emotional work around, the what if I was able to talk to you again, and I'm getting the sense there is either a deeper, friendship, if not romantic intention here with said person. You have the Seven of Swords, and that your actions actively do not display any type of engagement, right? The King of Pentacles and that Four of Pentacles, I'm holding on to something that at the surface level, I am not talking to you, we're not engaging in any functional form, yet all I want to do is that. At that point, we have to ask ourselves, okay, what is blocking us from that action? Because it's not doing us any good to have all this very good and very, mending and healing kind of energy, and then come up to the set premise of, nah, I'll deal with it at a different time. You've done way too much thinking and way too much emotional processing around whoever this person that's applying at this point, and then your actions are not adding up to that. So the what if, that's where you're stuck right now. Okay, so Ace of Swords, what represents truth, my extension challenge, the home element of air for Aquarius in their read. What defines the Ace of Swords and the representation of truth, and what must be faced? Again, it's not inherently a bad thing, but it really has nowhere to go unless you act upon it. And that's just the interesting part. Define the Ace of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you know this to be well and true. Well practiced and well intentioned. Where do we go with that? King of Swords. So the only thing that things can change, the only way that things can change is if you actually put an action behind your words, right? We could feel all the feelings in the world, but it doesn't change unless you take that initiative. Yeah, Ace of Swords, find the Ace of Swords, and the truth is spot on, right? Because the home element of air, that sword is wielded by the king. And you have done this, you thought about this for a while, and I'm saying that because that Eight of Pentacles is right there. Mastery, or, trying to see the situation from dozens of different angles, still came to the same conclusion. It's not going to change unless I do, right? This dynamic will not change. Wherever we left it off, the one who's going to have to spark that conversation is probably going to be me. But the thing is, you are in, from a heart's intentionality space, you are in the space of wanting to make amends, wanting to fix things between you and whoever this person you've identified with. Underneath it all, judgment. What is the divine lesson to be learned here? Because if the timing is now, if everything lines up, why aren't we making the leap? Why are we struggling to make the leap? Yeah. That's something I'm also interested in as your tarot card reader, because you're showing me a very vulnerable version of yourself right now, Aquarius, one who wants to connect, wants to make things right, wants this person back in your life, and yet you're actively not acting upon it, and then wanting things to change. Well, nothing changes if nothing changes. That's just where it stands right now. Next, let's go to the bottoms with the tens. Show us cards we need to see, please, for the Aquarian collective in this read. Define those 10 of Cups. What about harmony and synchronicity of here, right now, in the moment? What about things lining up so perfectly? And everything that supports them in their life. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for the Aquarian collective. Three of Cups, reunion. Sometimes I am good at my job. Why? The question isn't if. I got the if. You are... This has been pointing towards that the entire time, right? And since this is upon your aces, you've been mulling over a chance to do this. Eight of Wands, you've never been more prepared energetically to say that this is my chance, this is my opportunity, let's do this. High Priestess, your internal voice is saying, give them a call, talk to them, try to do something in terms of sparking communication. That's where you're at right now. Sometimes it is that simple. I don't have to always have this, aura of mysticism and, esoteric advice. Sometimes it is just pick up the phone and talk to this person. To the 10 of Pentacles, show us cards that we need to see, please. What defines the roots of the tree of life? The intentionality of all the experience and where it wants to go. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read today. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so why have we waited so long for things to change with time? Hierophant, the card of Taurus. I don't know if you're waiting for next season, but that wouldn't make much sense to me as your reader anyways. Being spiritually guided, but also trusting the process from a life lessons kind of standpoint. How do we engage? Well, maybe the time is now. King of Wands, my capacity to do the right thing. If everything is laid out in front of me, the only thing left to do is make a choice. Call them, talk to them. Sometimes it can be that easy. To the 10 of Wands, what about the burdens that are carried? Maybe we'll get some more information of the hesitancy here. So it's the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read. Our birthday people, the stars and the vase holders. Define the 10 of Wands of what is still carried for Aquarius in this read. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit more honest here. 10 of Swords. The pain of how things ended between you two. You still reflect on this constantly. 7 of Swords. I'm going to tie this back to the 7 of Swords up here. Before I say what I have to say, let's pull one more. Seven of Cups. You still entertain possibility of what could be between you and them. Okay, so this is definitely more of an intimate partner vibe. But the thing is, from back then till right now, your actions never displayed what you actually felt for them. You got it. That's that's understandable. You have your reasons. I don't know what those reasons are, but I'm not gonna shame you for that sign badge. I don't really do that here. The Seven of Swords now coming out twice, essentially in the same exact energy, with the base root of fire. On the Seven of Swords on top was that I have this entire immaculate game plan and we can make it work out, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to pursue it. Right? You thought about it from every single angle, still wouldn't do it, and so that person only has to work off of what they got, which is nothing. Then we have the Ten of Wands down here. We have all those wands put together. That intentionality we've held on to so long has become a burden on our back. You're still holding on to a past experience with them where, and I'm guessing because of all the internal direction of where these swords are pointed, you were probably the one who didn't say what you meant. You have never let go of the possibility of having more, a deeper connection with this person. Abundantly clear. It is almost, it went from just good nostalgic feelings, which you still have, to, yeah, I never stopped having feelings for this or for you. But the Seven of Swords from that past orientation, especially with that Ten of Swords there, I'm guessing it's more on your end that you didn't communicate, whereas this person was probably more open to communication about what exactly you two are, and you didn't display your feelings back then. Your fear is right now, well, would they even believe me? Would I just be facing rejection for things I feel I rightfully deserve? There's this element of self-punishment here. I understand. However, I'm going to repeat what I said up here. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So we could either sit with this dilemma constantly, or we could try to, if nothing else, let's say it plays out in the worst case scenario where they don't want to talk to you again, right? You will have that confirmation. The only answer here is confirmation, right? If that is your deepest fear, and then you call them, you try to talk to them, and then they state firmly they don't want to be involved with you anymore, hey, it confirms the fear you've been holding on to, but it also represents an ending and a release. Now, if they do want to talk to you again, which honestly, you're coming from the most rightful place that you can right now. You have both nervousness, but also you've mulled over this enough, Aquarius. Well, then we can just do our best. And if they want to talk to you, hey, it's not so bad after all, right? But you'll never know unless you try. So to that Ten of Swords, whew. What about the sharp conclusions that we made, no matter how painful or true? Show the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read to find the Ten of Swords. Ooh, I'll take those. That's 1, 2, and 3. Yep. Okay. Make the leap. That's really beautiful given the context, right? If this was a different context, I would have a different opinion. Here's why. Queen of Swords, oftentimes considered very cold-hearted because she just says, here are the facts and we ain't budging from it. The Queen of Swords, here's what's laid out. I've been thinking about you for way too long. I've been kind of lying to myself about what I've been doing in regards to this, because all I can do is think about this, us, whatever this means. And whether or not I acknowledge it to myself, I've been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time, right? That's the first. Then we move to this. Strength, the card of Leo. I need to find the fortitude within to actually execute the plan, because I've already hashed out what the plan would be if I ever had this opportunity. Now it's about doing it. Two of Wands, the fire of intentionality. Move forward. The only thing left between you and this person is action. Okay, fair enough. Underneath it all, Empress. The highest and most productive version of the self. Here, the best version of me wants to be honest with my own feelings. The best version of me wants to engage with this. hopefully this opportunity comes around to me. That's why judgment comes out. So if I had the opportunity, then here's who I would be and this is what I would do. You've already talked yourself into this circle multiple times. Well, then the way we get ourselves out of this pattern is by executing that plan. That's just where it's at right now. Okay. So moving forward, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Aquarius in this read. This is very forward. And I like that because it gives you very clear direction, especially because it's your birthday season. So show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read. Of the major arcana, we first define the Hermit, the card of Virgo. What's the intentionality of healing here? Why do we want to heal this? Why do we believe that things can get better between Aquarius and the person? Three of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah, you want this person back in your life and hopefully to build life with them. You constantly have mulled over the idea that if I had the chance, here's what I would do, here's how we would fix it. Yeah, you want them back. True, good, act upon it. That's just where it's at. Next, the High Priestess. Seven of Swords. Okay. And now that the Seven of Swords have come out 3 separate times, let's not mince words here, Aquarius, right? We're trying to be direct and straightforward. Your actions have not added up to what you actually felt for or with this person, right? Displayed on the surface is nothing compared to what you feel within. And you know this. So that's why we have to move properly. Next, the Wheel of Fortune. What do we hope to change with time? Death. Interesting. From something that we said, and this isn't the same as, like, if I saw death in the reverse, I would call it more the feeling of necromancy or like trying to keep something alive that we know is completely gone. Here, you had a definitive ending with this person because the Seven of Swords had popped up multiple times throughout this read. You were never able to fully express what you wanted with them. Cool. Now that death is here, underneath that Wheel of Fortune, you still are hoping, still wishing, still praying that you'll see this person again. Okay, so to the Hierophant, Nine of Wands. The efforts that you put in will be what you get out, i.e., you'll only know what that truth is once you are brave enough to take that step. It still points back to the same action of if you don't take the step, you won't get an answer. And so in Strength, the card of Leo, Knight of Swords, to push back our nightmares and our fears. This is a very straightforward read. I like this. You make my job easy. So last, resolution. Reveal cards of resolution for Aquarius in this read. What is held in space of resolution for the Aquarian collective? Eight of Pentacles, just like the Eight of Pentacles over here, just it's worthy of reiterating. You know the only way that you can change this, and it involves taking that initiative. If you're saying you're the one that this is why this ended so bad in the past between us because of all the things on my end that I never really engaged with in a truthful manner, then you already know the answer. It ties to the Ace of Swords. You gotta be the one who initiates this conversation, Aquarius, no matter how uncomfortable it is. If you really want this person back, then you also have to push past that fear. Next, Page of Cups. I mean, yes, you can be happy in the little things, but more than the little things, don't just settle for that. Because again, it doesn't provide you any answer. It just provides you this idea of chasing comfort. Underneath it all, the Hangman. And only time will tell if you actually, get off of that branch and pursue what you said you wanted to happen for so long. Here's what's going on in your read today, Aquarius. And if this applies, it very much applies, or it very much doesn't. Somebody wants another person back in their lives. They had thought about it enough. They felt it enough. they've been heartbroken enough. They have contemplated every imaginary situation where if this would happen, if I saw them again, if I ran into them at a coffee shop, I would change everything in that moment. We can get this right between us. And then the actions that have added up is I am not pursuing this. Now you have your reasons as to why, and I want you to understand that those reasons are valid and true. However, it also doesn't change what you feel within. So now approach the idea of actualizing reunion, which has been told time and time again throughout the read. And you'll also come to the conclusion that the only person that can change this is you, because of the way that you have displayed your feelings and intentionality in the past. Seven of Swords came out 3 times, was never what you truly felt. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Well, the only way that we can actually, move forward in any functional way, we've asked for so long, hey, universe, can you throw me a bone here? Judgment coming out. Can you provide me just this chance and I'll do the rest? Well, you worked on that. You asked enough. You've done enough of that internal monologue. And now the hangman, what's waiting? Are you going to take that chance? Are you going to call this person? And regardless of what, that response is, at least you'll have a response instead of having a debate with yourself over the what if of them. That's what I got in your read today, Aquarius. Hope this conversation helped. And yeah, call them. Sometimes it is that simple. You don't need the cards for that. See you around, okay? Take care.